Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Glaire and I'm currently here at Vancouver studying post-degree in accounting at Glaire College, and this video is just really going to be quick. I'm going to be talking about IELTS. Basically, what is IELTS? I'm not going to go in depth about it, not so much about like where to have your review, how much is it, because I haven't really done my research about it because I totally forgot. It's been such a long time. But for now, I'm just going to be talking about the basic things about IELTS. So let's begin. So you decided to go ahead and take an application for the study permit here in Canada. And then you suddenly hear someone says, so do you already have your IELTS score? And you're like, what is IELTS? Like, what is that? And you don't have any idea. So here it is. What is IELTS? So IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. Is it? Wait. yeah, right. Basically, this is how the institution you're trying to apply to knows how good you are in the English language. So basically, IELTS is an English language proficiency test used for higher education and global migration. So as a student, why do you need to have this IELTS? The simplest explanation for that is because they have these two major languages, right? The English and French. The language that they use there in Quebec is French, but anywhere else here in Canada, they use English. So if you're going to be attending the school or their university, obviously the professors are going to be speaking in English, right? So the schools that you're going to be applying to would want to know if you're really actually able to understand English, just to be fair with everyone and to you as well. I have been getting these messages or questions a lot, like is it required to apply for a student permit, or is it for my school? So where is this actually required? Most people get confused with this. It is not a requirement for applying for a student permit application in Canada. However, most post-secondary institutions requires proof of language proficiency such as IELTS. So that being said, post-secondary institutions like universities and colleges, they require this what you call proficiency language test. So it doesn't necessarily have to be IELTS. It could be TOEFL if you're familiar with that. So anything that they require as a proof of language proficiency, that's what you're gonna have to provide them. It doesn't have to be IELTS all the time, but IELTS is what is commonly used. So before you take up any IELTS review or exams, make sure that your school that you're trying to get into is requiring IELTS or any kind of proficiency test. So how are you gonna know that they're actually requiring you this kind of stuff? And like, what score do you actually need to be able to pass this IELTS or any proficiency kind of test? One thing that you could do is inquire the school directly. So what I did before was sent out an email. For example, my school is Glaire, right? So I'm gonna go to their website, glairecartago or whatever it is that the website is, and I'm gonna go directly to, there's like this contact form, right? You're gonna fill out your inquiry directly at the website. Otherwise, they're gonna give you like email address that you can use. You can ask them what the requirements are for your desired program or whether the score is needed for your IELTS and stuff like that, and they're gonna send back their reply a couple of days after and you're gonna know. But the easiest way for me is to actually just go through their website and just find out what it is that they want or what it is that they required for every applicant to apply. So I'm going to show you an example and we're going to go through Glaire website, and yeah, let's go. Okay, so we're going to go through glairecartago.ca. That's my school's website. And then say for example I'm actually interested in the program, you have to go through the program, right, to see what the programs that you're interested in. So for example, let me choose my current program. So I'm currently studying post-degree in accounting, right? Post-degree in accounting, and then there we go. We have here the overview, like what's it about, the course, the admission requirements, the program curriculum, like what are the subjects, for example, that I will be taking. And there's this contact us, right? The email that I was talking about, or you could call them internationally if you're not from Canada. So this is what we're looking for, the admission requirements, okay? Here at post-degree diploma accounting, here are the academic requirements that you will have to look out for. So for here, It says applicants must have bachelor's degree from recognized, blah blah blah, and then here you go. This is what I'm telling you about. Adequate command of spoken and written English is required for admission. So these are the list that you actually have to have, like at least one of them here. Yeah, these are your choices. It says here, must submit one of the following. So you don't have to take everything, but just choose one. So in my case, I took IELTS, right? So the requirement here is IELTS score of at least 6.5 overall with no less than 6th in any of the 4 modules. So that's how I know. So that's just really like one way how I figure out if I would be needing the IELTS or anything like that. So yeah, that's one of the ways. Or if you're not really too sure about it, or if the website is not telling you directly what you actually needed, just email them directly, ask for the requirements. So like say, hi, I'm currently interested in taking international business degree program at your school. Can I know what the requirements? And they're gonna respond to you with the list of requirements that you will be needing. Best way to figure this out is to actually just go through the website and look for the admission requirements, and bam, you're gonna see it. So now, as I said, depending on your school, depending on the requirements, whether they require IELTS or TOEFL or the things that you saw earlier, some of the schools actually just require you to provide a certification saying that the medium of instruction back at your college or where you studied before is English language. So before, I tried applying at a post-secondary institution, right? And they didn't require me any like IELTS or TOEFL. They just told me to send them a certification from my school saying that the medium of instructions was actually English. I went to the registrar's office at my university back at the Philippines, and then I asked for a certification saying that the medium of instructions was indeed English. So they gave me this like one piece of paper certifying that the medium of instructions was actually English. So yeah, that's it. But some school is very lenient. They don't require you to provide anything. For example, if you're coming from the Philippines, they know that people from the Philippines or like students from the Philippines actually know how to speak in English. Sometimes they do that. However, if you're attending or if you're going to plan to attend a really good school here at Canada, most likely they're going to require you something as a proof of English language proficiency. So there you go. That's just about it for this video. Hopefully some of these things cleared some things for you about IELTS. So just repeating this one, IELTS is not a requirement for a study permit application. It just so happened that IELTS is mostly required for the school that you're going to be applying to. However, not every school or not every universities that you're going to be applying to will be requiring this IELTS. So if you get lucky, you won't even have to think about IELTS at all. So I'll be making another video about like tips on IELTS, where to do your review, and some other things that I did not cover about IELTS. That will be for another video because it is a very broad subject. I just feel like I would start with making an introduction kind of video about IELTS. So yeah, just stay tuned and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so that you guys will stay updated on my uploads. And yeah, thank you again for keeping up with me and for watching this till the very end. I know it is such a short video, but I will make it up to the next video. That will be all. I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you for watching, and yes, bye!